Welcome to the third session in our Directions series. In this session, we'll recap the big idea that was talked about during our weekend teaching. In this past weekend, we talked about how the decisions we make will determine our destination. In order for us to take a path that will lead us back to God, we might have to alter the decisions that we make. We do this all the time when we find that the road that we're on isn't taking us where we want to go. Course corrections are a part of life. We simply change direction. Now, as we reflect on our lives, we probably are aware of the fact that many times we can be pretty selfish. We tend to focus on ourselves quite a bit. If you find that you're on this path, which is a path focused on inward selfishness, it's pretty common, then a course correction that might be helpful is to shift your direction outward. We've seen that when our life direction has that outward focus, we grow spiritually. We grow when we contribute. Now, in this session, we use that word contribute to capture this outward focus of life. When we contribute, it deals a swift and deadly blow to our selfishness. This is the example that Christ gave us when he washed his disciples' feet. When we begin to contribute with our time to causes that help others, it's like a whole new person emerges, free from selfishness. And when we begin to give of our finances consistently, it creates a whole new outward direction in our life. The point is that we all have power to make decisions about how we will use or withhold our time and money. The natural default setting is often that it's my time, my money, it's my resources, and by default, we tend to try and use our power to benefit ourselves or express our desires. But what if we were to take the example of Jesus to heart? What if we were intentional with our decisions to use our power to serve others? What if we could defy our default setting of selfishness and move outward? The third C, contribute, is intended to help us do just that. As we said, contributing is about making decisions to adjust our default settings from inward, where the primary focus is on us, to outward, where the primary focus is on others. So let's talk about our time. When we talk about contributing with our time, we need to remember that we are all parts of the body of Christ. God has a purpose for each of us to serve others within the church. So, consider how you might be able to contribute with your time within the walls of the church by being on one of the ministry teams at your campus, working with kids or First Impressions, or even helping with your small group. Doing this helps us grow spiritually, as we remember that we're part of something much larger than just ourselves and our own initiatives. You can also move to a more outward focus by contributing outside the walls of the church. Find out how you can be involved in your community, your local school, or your neighborhood. Discuss with your group how you can work together to do this. Maybe your small group regularly asks the question, "Who have you blessed this past week?" That's a great way to keep an outward focus in your small group. When it comes to money, we know that when we contribute financially to the Jesus mission, it always expands our outward focus. And as we give to causes outside of our walls, it makes a huge difference and transforms our heart at the same time. That's why we're really excited about our partnership with Compassion International and child sponsorship in Haiti. Sponsoring a child gives us the opportunity to make a difference not only to the physical needs that children in Haiti face, but also by developing a relationship with the child. Your contribution of time and energy into sponsoring a child isn't just a game changer for that child, it could also be a game changer for you. So, have a great time in your small group as you talk about how you can grow in your relationship with the world by contributing your time and your money.